see. Alright, gamers. Alright, we're back. So we are going to be developing a... Let me bring the microphone a little closer. We are going to be developing a initial starter ship. So if you join a server, you join a world, you start something new, this is what you're going to spawn in with. Dakota, welcome in, sir. We are making a, we're making like an initial starter ship. So I don't plan on using heavy armor. It needs to be all light armor, very easy to make. This is going to be something that will, you know, get us started. I'll build it up here somewhere. Yeah, that'll be good. This is going to be something that is going to work as an immediate upgrade from this. Like, as soon as you get this and you get some, Oh, okay, cool. Makes sense. Fantastic. I need to change... I need to make like a note or something next to your name in Discord so I can remember that, because I got so many names of people I gotta remember already. Alright. So let's, I'll just build it out of white. Let's see. There we go, default colors. I'll just build it out of white, and I'll just accent it with yellow. That'll be fine enough. Yeah, I'll just build it out of white, accent it with yellow where I think it needs accents. So let's see, let's get the mirror mode up. There we go. Initially, I'm thinking we need... these aren't terribly expensive, so I'll go ahead and grab one of these. Okay, we'll do that. Cool. This will be the door entrance. So basically the whole point of this ship is to be something really cheap. You know, like it needs to be a really immediate upgrade from that. Like as soon as you get that and you find some basic materials, you need to start building this. Let's see. I don't really guess keeping the cabin pressurized is the biggest deal, because there's always just going to be the survival kit, so I don't think I'm even going to have air vents on this at all. Let's see, we'll come up to about here, and this is where I will throw down the O2 generator. Yeah, let's put it like right here. Actually, we can have it off like that, and then throw in the survival kit, which will act as our med bay. And then on the other side, I need the assembler, because I would like to have a full-size assembler on this ship. Let's see, where is... If I have that attachment point, it doesn't really have one at the top. Okay, we can run with that. That'll be fun. And then, let's see. Let's grab... Let's see, let's grab a refinery. Because I'm going to need this thing to basically satisfy all the needs of a regular... like cruiser vessel. Throw that there. Okay, so that does not attach to the front. Fantastic. We will go ahead and grab conveyor. Need that too. Let's see, is there any other too tall block right here that would function in this way? I guess I really could. I could put the O2 generator right here. That'd make it a little more symmetrical. Let's see. Something like that. So now we've got the O2 assembler, survival kit, going to need a refinery. Something like that'll do, because right, that has a connection point over there. It does. Okay, cool, cool. Let's actually turn this into a armored curved tube. There we go. And do the same over here as well. Yeah, that works. Now, we've got this extra space, which I do not plan on throwing the modules on here. So I can use this. We can throw batteries. 3 batteries should be plenty. Correct, right? 3 batteries for like a basic ion setup. That should be fine. Pretty sure that should be fine, so we'll run with it. Gonna need an ore detector as well. And then we've also got these 3 blocks here. We can put something in. Let's see. How big is this antenna? Oh, that would fit there. That works. Alright, sounds good, sounds good. Probably throw in a... We don't really need an oxygen tank. I mean, not really. Do I need an oxygen tank? Do they make small oxygen tanks? No. Okay. I don't really think I need an oxygen tank, but we'll throw one in just as a safety measure. Alright, and then let's see. We're gonna need to expand here. Maybe throw in for some seats. Let's see, how expensive are cryo chambers? And like, do you need them on modern SE servers? Oh yeah, they require medical components. Because I know at one point it was, if you had anything in your inventory and you left a server and then joined back later, your inventory would be wiped. I assume that issue's been fixed because that's a pretty major issue. So we're just gonna run with the fact that it has probably been fixed. Let's see, so we're gonna need some seats in the event that that we need to. Let's see, does this have a gravity generator on it at all? No, it does not. Okay, so I'm not gonna worry about gravity generation. Let's see, we can do this. We can do every other one. That way I can also every other one the lights. There we go. Okay, so something like this. We're working. We're working with something so far. See about what else do we need? Like, what is a necessity for a ship? A gyroscope? That's going to be something that's necessary. Put it in a pretty easy location. What else? What else? Should I put a projector for repairs? Or should we just accept that if the ship gets damaged and you don't really know how to fix it, we'll just grind it down and build a new one? Should I worry about throwing a jump drive in it? Or should I at least leave space open so we can attach a jump drive later if we want to keep these ships? Jump drives are really big, and they're really expensive. But, you know, they are useful. They are mighty, mighty useful. I'll also leave room, so ideally a reactor will go here or something. Be a good spot for a reactor. I mean, I think that's really about it, right? Like that's pretty much all the necessities that you need. That's a ore detector, an antenna, batteries, survival kit, O2 generator, assembler, refinery, oxygen tank, gyroscope. See if I see anything else in here that's like a necessity to have. Cargo? I'm gonna need cargo. And a connector. Yeah, cargo and a connector. Other than that, though, I think that's pretty much it. So we will throw the cargo. Like that. And we'll just have it connect right here. Actually, that can connect right there. This can connect like that. Okay, cool. So now the conveyors can kind of mirror. Already got conveyors, good deal. Okay. Yep. Okay. Those three are connected. Then we'll say that. 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 Okay, so now everything should be connected. This is now connected into everything, which is prepped for a uranium or a reactor to go here. This is piped into everything. That is piped into everything, which connects all of this. Okay, cool. So I think that's pretty much finished. So do we want it to go up or down? Like the look of down, I think, yeah. Alright, we'll leave a little bit of room back here at the end in the case of expansion. You know, in the event that we need to expand, that'll be a good little expansion zone. Yep, something like that. This will be a good area to put thrusters. On thrusters. There we go, something like that. This area right here is a good little spot that something can go. I'm just not quite sure what yet. So we'll just leave it. I want to shroud this, I think. At least back a couple. That'll be fun. All that can come out. Give us a long little section of armor. That works. That works. Does it? Ooh, it needs to go down one. Let's see. That works better. So now it's got the one block beneath it, one block above it. Keep everything pretty centralized. Yeah, something like that. That works good. So now downwards thrust. Let's see, is that surrounded by blocks? It is. Yeah, gives it a little bit of protection. Let's see. Let's come out from here. Yeah, something like that. Will come from up here. Actually, we'll make it a little bit heavier on the bottom. Yeah, something like that. There we go. And now, put these thrusters on the side. Let's see. Is it better to do this or these? Probably these. Yeah, that looks good. Because then what we'll do is throw these downwards. Is that the lowest point? It is. So we'll do those two down like that. And we'll do the same thing over on this side as well. That gives us, what, 8 ups? There's no, you know, like, rule saying I can't have extra ones. So maybe something like right here. Anything break over here? Nope. Cool. That should be plenty of upwards thrust. Is that enough side thrust? Is this... What is the thrust ratio of one of these large ones versus one small one? I'm gonna need more forward thrust to make the ship feel better. Something like that. Get rid of that one. There we go, and have like a little sideways thruster pack. Kinda like that. Yeah, I like something like that. That looks okay. Do the same thing on this one too, just kind of stagger it. Something like that, I think. Then we can do the same forward. That looks kind of wonky. Could do that though. But I mean, hell, at that point we would just use the large ions. I really need to just like see how strong or weak these are, like in actual use. Alright, what kind of directions do we have solid so far? We've definitely got up, got forward, got left and right, sorta got down, not enough though. Maybe... Is that better? 4, 6, 8 versus down here. So we got 2 more down here that we could work with. Something like that, maybe. Hell, we could just make it really long in the front like that. Definitely want to divvy that up a little bit more. So was that 6 and 6? That's 6 and 6. We could do that. That works. Say something like that, maybe? Is that a better top layout? Kinda, not really. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. So this is 6 down, 6 up. Large and 2 left, large and 2 right. Plenty of forward thrust, and then 2 reverse. So we can speed up and slow down. We're gonna drift a little bit left and right, but I don't think that should be too terrible. And then we can go up and down really, really easy. Alright, let's start kinda, cladding it in armor and see how we feel about things. Let's see. Go out to about there. I think that's good. You know what? Actually, we do. We have full blocks right there. Let's see. 1, 2, 2. Yeah, so what we're going to do is get rid of this and throw this right here. We're going to do, let's see, what is it? That and that. Yes, that should be better. That should be better for us. And these thrusters are stupid ugly. Because another thing is, like, they allow engineers, like, player models to get in. You know, they don't block. They don't block anything. So maybe what I end up doing is just throw a regular block here. Make it a little bit wider. Something like that. So I can throw on, let's see, what block? Nope, none of these. These adapter blocks, where's it at? These. Does that burn if I do that? Like, does that burn that thruster? Or does that burn that block? Huh. Because, like, we could get away with this. You know, we can do that. That blocks people from getting in. This also acts as, like, an extra layer of defense. Ooh, that won't work, though. That's okay. We can rock with that. Do we rock with that? Here and there. There we go. We kind of give it like a rib look. You know, something like that. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Let's see, so let's encase this thing. Yeah, we'll do like a main spine. So we're gonna need to put a conveyor. Something strong, because I think this is where I'm going to mount one of the guns. I think I'd like to have a top gun, a bottom gun. Well, can't really have a bottom gun, because I'm going to need to make sure I can dock on things. So we'll have a top and then two sides. Yeah, we'll have a top and two sides. So let's do conveyor. Eating dinner? Yeah, no rush. No worries. Let's see. Salt cannon turret. How expensive is it to make these shells versus like an autocannon turret? Is the autocannon a small grid only? It is, okay. So yeah, we either get to choose between Gatling turret or assault cannon. I don't quite think I want to throw artillery. Is artillery small grid? It's large grid. As like an initial ship, I don't think artillery is what we're going to be looking for. Mostly just looking for something to kind of defend us in the event that we need it. I guess I do want this up top. Yeah, I want that up top. You know, right here, I guess I could put just like a skylight, you know, just for the look of it. I mean, it's not like necessary. Actually, this can just be a block. That can just be a full block all the way back. So can this. This can get turned into a thin block. Right, these can get built around. Fuck, I've been building this not in mirror. There we go, something like that. Let's look at yeah, that works. So we can also put this here, and that'll be a good end to the of the ship. Right. Yeah, we'll just run that whole spine all the way down. Except right here. That to be a full block. And I want this to be that. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. So let's try and make this simple. Just run it all the way back like that. Very long line, kind of a ship. Go something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. And so right here we can just throw a block, really. Since it needs to be something fairly easy to produce. But I still want it to look halfway decent. Maybe what we do is turn those blocks. That. A little bit shallower. Something like that. Because then what we can do is we can turn this one. There we go. And now that bridges the gap. Steep, slightly slope, but tall, and then steep again. It makes it look, you know, it makes it look correct. At least to me it does. Okay. Cool. Now we're gonna need to connect these grids. Let's see. Of the big caliber guns, only the assault cannons rounds are cheap, big enough to do harm. So is this a weapon that we should keep? I'm assuming that means that we should probably try and keep those. Do something like that to kind of continue the look that we got going. As well as down here. This is the bottom of the ship, so we don't do anything down here. Yep. This can get adjusted to be that way. Something like that. Do that same thing back here. Alright, I'm gonna have to build the rest of the ship and I'll come back down to the bottom. I'll flip it over so I can see it in the sun. Yeah. Okay. That can go away. That can be a thing. There we go. HD, welcome in. Welcome in. Designing the first first layer. Is there a block that connects these? Fantastic. Cool. And I'm leaving like plenty of space for us to do things like as, you know, just to mostly save material. I understand this is already fairly expensive for what I wanted it to be. Let's see. That works. So now this. Alright, if I do full blocks right here, do these blocks get damaged? Do y'all know? They'll be fine? Okay, cool. Alright, so let's get out to the bridge, about right here. I'm going to have a forward-facing bridge. Let's see, let's throw in a control seat. And then I'll put in, let's see. Actually, let's just get rid of that. Something along these lines. Something like that. We can throw these other two there. There we go. So these regular shapes. Way back. Regular block. All the way back. Cool. We can save more weight as well. Doing something like that. There we go, something like that. Let's get rid of this block. It's not necessary. Alright, let's see. Let's get some windows. 1x2s. Is that all come in this? It does not. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. So this block needs to get changed out to something else. Just a regular window, please. Yep. Go up to 8. Okay, yeah, so this is giving me some good lessons in managing what you're building. Let's see, 1x2. Yeah, because that's ugly as fuck. Like, that's awful. So let's see about just making the cockpit bigger. Let's see. What's the block I need? Let's see. So can I do? Grab windows. I need the 1x2 slope. I need that. I need the flat face. It should be it. Should be all I need. What am I to do that? There we go. That's what I wanted. This should be big enough that... Ooh, wish to respawn. Hell no. I'm building. We just go up with a single block like that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then we can come to this. Here we go. Fantastic. Six. Then 7. One now. Give me the window. That's the 1x2. There we go. 7. There we go. All right, a little bit bigger of a bridge. Damn, I think we started off strong with the rear. This forward section is mighty underdeveloped. Yeah. Like, really, really poorly underdeveloped. Let's see about getting rid of this top glass. Because, like, yeah, while it's useful for us to look forward, I think that's part of my issue that I'm having. Also, it's not long enough for how long this body is. This section is not long enough for this. The proportions are bad. So, could we shrink it any? Not really. Most of the stuff is kinda maxed out where it, you know, like capacity-wise, what we got. This big open gap is a real issue. So let me read what everybody's saying. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention. That is a mobile base. What did we expect? Yeah, I got carried away. Mine's a little too big. They'll be fine. Keep the bridge small. You don't want it to become easy pickings for a stealth fighter. 4 more. Hi there. I was just playing this. Never guess where I was. The moon. Born, if you're in the Discord server, have you checked? We're gonna try and start like a little faction on a survival server. That forward section's too large. You need to bring the bridge into the body and do a taper off the body. Yeah, the bridge is definitely too large. maybe what I can do is chop all that back. Go get rid of this. See about slimming all this up. Get rid of these blocks. I think if it was like narrower, it would be better. Yeah, something like that. Which means this could also be narrower. So let's do like that. Yeah, it needs to be longer. That's it. It needs to be longer. Maybe I'm thinking about it all wrong. Maybe this back section, I like it. I like it. Looks okay. This section is odd to me. This section is odd. Is that better? Is that, I mean... It's like a fucking... You know what I mean? It looks like... Yeah, I know. I just needed to make sure that it had a refinery and assembler. You know, I needed to make sure that it had all of these things. But yeah, I guess maybe the issue is that it's too heavily armed, like armored. Could probably slim it up a little bit if I should I just bring the cockpit way back and just have it like a little blob? Maybe that's what I do. We are F1.0 because this is going to be a new series. I'm still going to do the B series, the B2 series, but this F1 series is going to be what we work for. I named it F for faction. We're developing a ship to use on like a faction server, or a server that we will create a faction on. So no, nothing corrupted, nothing corrupted. We're still good. Okay, sorry, I was in the wrong block. I'm really struggling with like a design that I'm okay with. Oh, I actually need that. I mean, I'm sure we've all been here, right? Feel like the creative juices just aren't flowing. Damn, that's ugly. But actually, I mean, I guess it kind of works. Maybe. I think it's a little too heavily armored. Let's try backing some of this off. This can also get smoothed out. Let's go to the other side and make sure that it's cleared. Let's see. Actually, let's just get rid of most of this armor. Yeah, I've got a real issue with like size creep, like project creep. So let's strip it back a little bit. Really take inventory on what we're trying to do here. Okay, so I think that's okay. We can definitely deal with this. I think that, and then do the half block. Something like that. We do the half block all the way out to here as well. No. Yeah, okay, this is better. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe this doesn't need to come all the way out, you know? Maybe it's just, we'll replace the engine, don't worry. It's blocking it. Those two engines. Would it be better for us to just have two of these forward ones like that? Some forward engines? Something along those lines? Let's see, I said sink the bridge into the body. Limited visibility, yeah, but you won't be vulnerable to a stealth attack. That design will work. Just inset some of the armor and you'll be good. Have a good mobile base. Do you remember I'd just be playing Lego GTA. Yeah. I don't know what happened to him. I did not keep up with him. Alright, let's Let's also take a look at the thruster packs that we're using here. We don't need that big one. Everything's still attached. Everything is still attached. Okay. So we don't need that big thruster pack. That's okay. We just don't need it. There's also not really much sense in having the refinery so like well protected, right? Because we're not planning on starting any major wars this early, you know? So let's think about, can I sink these thrusters into the body anymore? Let's see, let's get rid of this. Yeah, because everything disconnected, okay? What can we do? This is a conveyor port, right? Yes. Okay. I don't really guess it's entirely necessary that we have this block up here. Yeah, we can do that. And then we can move the turret down. What turret did I just have? This? Yeah, that's cool. Do something like that. Actually, let's move it back so we can use the armored panels. You know, that's a new block in the game that I seldom use. There's not really a good way to place this one, is there? Alright, well, whatever. See, now we can use the armor panels on top of that. That's okay. See, that shrinks the whole roof line of the ship down one. Let's see. If I could, I would jump into the world with you and start working on a battle cargo ship and converting to your requirements. Hop into a single player. Nothing stopping you. Let's see, really, could I... Well, okay, what kind of requirements do we have for thrusters, right? Like, what is the real, like, thrust to weight ratio we're looking for here? I don't really think anything crazy, right? I mean, let's just delete all that, you know, we'll just start somewhat fresh, somewhat clean. Damn, I've been doing all that shit with no mirror mode on. There we go. Let's see, could I... Yeah, I can. I could stack the thrusters closer to the body and then make all of this thinner. Yeah, I could do something like this. Too large to push it forward, 1 or 2 for back, and a mix of small for all the other directions. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. We'll do that. Should these lay flat instead? Should they sit this? There we go. That gives us a block beneath and a block above. Okay. So that's what? 8 up. Can we just mirror those exact thrusters on the top? We can. There we go. 8 up, 8 down. Say, let's do something like... no. Something like that, left and right. And then forward and back, reverse. Let's see, it wouldn't be impossible to... do that. Yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, does that have all of our thruster directions covered? Up, down, left, right, forward and back. Yes, it does. Okay. So now we can do these. Alright. Okay, something like that on the bottom. I'll have to flip it over and make sure that the bottom looks correct. Let's see about... yeah, something like that, something like that. I'm okay with this. This is somewhat decent enough. Yeah, okay. It's okay, it's okay. That should go the other way. This. I didn't mirror, did it? What? Huh. Damn, how long have I been building things that just haven't lined up? This is gonna need a thorough once over whenever we get finished, so I can check to make sure that everything's placed correctly. see. Give me just a second, I'll read chat. I don't know if y'all are yapping or not. Locked in. I'm trying to make something that's somewhat decent. You know, that people will actually want to fly. But at the same time, I'm trying to manage cost and manage size. Which, believe it or not, is a little bit more difficult in creative, because it's so quick to just place everything. Wait, no. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, there we go, something like that. So that's 4 down, 4 up, 4 left, 4 right, 2 large forward. Ooh, wait, what? 6? What's going on over here? Oh yeah, man, I wonder how long I've been doing things that ain't been mirrored. Okay. Alright, yeah, so I just need to, let me read. Okay, I'm getting it loaded up into my ship development world. I'll share the results for you to make look good when I'm done. I'm eating this hella crunchy apple right now. I think you'd enjoy it. Am I gonna see the bite though? Do I see that bite right there? Do I see that bite right there? Do I see that bite right there? Okay, so let's see. I want a turret on this thing, somewhere about right here, I think. Can I dig in through this? Can. Good deal. The issue though is I don't have access to any conveyor lines right here. Let's see what these are conveyor lines, so let me throw in a conveyor junction. Okay. Correct on both sides, it is. So let's get... need this. And then a conveyor straight. 90. Straight. 90. And we'll put another straight connection right here. Right. And then we'll throw some turrets on here. I think 2 Gatlings should be fine. Yeah, that'll be okay. So now let's Control X, Okay, everything's good. Let's make sure all of the conveyor ports and everything are hooked up correctly. This big gap inside of here will just stay open in case something else is needed for that conveyor line right there. All of this works, all of this works. This is where a reactor will go at some point. Let's see. Alright, and here will be a control seat. Okay. And in the event that it's needed, whoever's sitting in these chairs can remote control the turrets outside, if necessary. Okay, so let's make sure everything is connected. Show connected grids. So from this cargo container, it can go to the assault cannon, it can go to the assembler, go to the Gatling turrets, go to the O2 tanks, go to the refinery, cargo, survival kit. Cool. Everything can go everywhere. What about this side? Everything can go everywhere. Fantastic. Fantastic. Alright, we're gonna need a way to generate power on this thing, so solar panels is the way. That's where I'll call this ship somewhat done. Let's see, we'll do see, we could, something like this. This is my favorite song in this little like stream playlist I got going. This is my favorite one. Alright, that gives us 4 solar panels. Get rid of these on the side. It's not necessary. Possible. Could put them on the bottom. About little in, like as little in the way as possible. Yeah, I'll put them on the bottom. That'd be the easiest thing. Be the sleekest design. Yeah, let's go down there and see what we can do. Let's rotate this thing around. So first thing will be put a block here. Does this burn? The pink, to post in bullshit, the bed. Oh yeah, no, it's not entirely. It's not you that's witnessing the pink right now. It's definitely my stream. It's shitting the bed. Alright, so let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of these. Now, we could actually sync these solar panels, make them a little more by design. Let's try. Or something like that. Ooh, that's not the correct orientation. Actually, I think I want to use this block instead, so it's a little smoother looking. Let's see, let's do that instead. Then we will continue. Like that. No, I don't like that. Yeah, I like that more, I guess. This doesn't look great. There we go. That's better. Try and integrate it a little bit to the ship. Now, I guess I could probably move these out by one block, and then I fit another solar panel in here. Grab the solar panel again. Okay, cool. So now we've got now we got something going on. So we could get rid of these out the front. How do we feel about this? What purpose does this vessel have designed in mind? Tiberius, welcome into the stream. How you doing? For getting from the strip club and back. Hot Chalky, that's right. That's pretty much right. So the goal of this ship is to, as soon as you find an asteroid with enough like iron and materials to kind of like, you know, build off of that, strip this thing down and go for something like this. Ideally, this is the next. Let me get upright. Ideally, this is the next ship that you would be cruising around in. So flip it upright. Yes, something like this. This is ideally what you'd be cruising around in. I think it would serve that purpose decently well. I just need to paint it. I don't know what colors. Like I had planned for everybody to kind of like, I give all the ships in white, and then you can kind of just paint little accents and stuff on it. You know, like whatever color you choose. Yeah, I think something like this is gonna be what we work with. I think it'll be something that we work with. Yeah, okay, so I need a connector on here as well. What better place to put one? And right here. What is this? Just floor? Just get a conveyor junction. And on both sides. There we go. Actually, does the inset connector have side connections? It does. Fantastic. Just has the one though? Okay. Oh, well, that doesn't help us any. How does it? Do that. Alright, yeah, whatever. That's okay. So that cargo battleship I made had 30 large cargo containers. Yeah, that might be just a little bit more than what we were what I think we're thinking we're gonna work with. Because you gotta keep in mind that it's only gonna be like 3 or 4 of us. So we're gonna need something that can be pretty easily managed. Yeah, this should give us plenty of room for expansion. Let me throw in another seat. There we go. Yeah, that'll be fine. Do this, and then let's throw in another corner light. Yeah, this will be fun. Turn all these lights up. So like a radius of like 4. Intensity 1.2. And let's give it like a blue tone. Yeah, that works just fine. I don't know what we're gonna put here. Maybe something someday. Right here is gonna be a reactor. This is just open cockpit space so you can see. Could probably put like a couple more batteries up here, maybe a gravity generator at some point. Put it upside down. But for the time being, this is gonna be what we work with, I think. Does that have everything that we need on it? Connector, thrusters in all directions, solar panels to charge, assembler, refinery, respawn, and cargo. I think so. What's it fly like? I mean, it's alright. It'll do. It'll do. It'll do. Now there is nowhere on this thing to store. I mean, I guess you could just kind of dock it up to this pad on top. I'd say there's nowhere on this thing to store a mining ship. Let's call this faction basic vessel. And I went through like what 2 iterations of this thing, so we'll just call it 03. We'll say this is the 3rd one. Yeah, good enough. Whatever. It does override the power output. It said overriding. So maybe it's probably time I go ahead and put those extra batteries in it. It's 15 minutes is not a lot. Say we put those batteries in here. What does that do for our power? Not a lot, but I mean, you can also just cruise. You know, dampeners off. Alright, I mean, damn. Is this good enough, gamers? Is this good enough for a little starter ship? I think so. It's decent enough. You know, I wonder, could I have put that? Could not. Oh yeah, I could. Okay. I was gonna say, could I have put that connector up on top? Alright, cool. So I'm gonna call this finished. I'm gonna call this good enough. It is quite an ugly little ship, you know? It's quite an ugly little ship. But I think it'll work. A little closer. Take another screenshot. There we go. Cool. I think that's about finished. Now we're gonna need a little mining ship as well. So a small cockpit. Let's see. We're gonna need batteries first. Actually, what we're gonna need is an oxygen tank. There we go. A cargo. I don't think medium cargoes really do a whole lot. I don't think. We can run 2 of them though. Three of them. Get some drills. Yeah, something like that. Get a gyroscope. I'll throw another ore detector on here. Battery. Yeah, something like that. That should be plenty. I will just throw our thrusters on here. Go, something like that. We're gonna need something that can go left and right, so let's do that instead. Oh, that won't work. Okay. Let's do something like that, because that will work. Place the ore detector. Just put it here. Actually, should it even be manned, or should it just be a remote control? You know, you could just like sit in the ship and do it. Try to keep the mining ship about 2 large grid blocks tall. I think I'm keeping it under 1 block. I mean, under 1 large block tall. I think. So let's get rid of that and that. That's not gonna work. Let's see. Give me ion thruster. Here we go. Then we'll do a gyro and an antenna. What's the... is it not called an antenna? There we go. Alright, is that decent? That's up, down, left, right, forward, and back. Yeah, I think so. It's got 2 cargoes and a connector. Downwards thrust is only 4. Upwards thrust is still only 4. So let's see. Try and get like 3 in every direction. I mean, 6 in every direction. Something like that. What are we looking at on this? Oh yeah, this thing flies just fine. Be a little simple grid that we can just kind of throw down. What side's the connector on? The bottom. The bottom. Let's see, can we package it to look any better? Yeah, a little better. I don't know what the damage, like, distance for this is, but I'm gonna assume it's probably pretty long. So we'll do something like that. And then so that way it's pretty obvious that it's part of our original ship. Give it a little tail. We've been doing. Something like that. Yeah, okay. Decent enough. Decent enough, gamers. Yes. Alright, I do think that we need a light. Something like that. Let's put a couple of lights on this thing wherever I can put them. Why? Okay, then we could save the energy and just have this one light right here. Yeah. That works, that works. So what we'll do for the lights on this thing is just max out the radius, make their intensity 1.2. And I think a fall off of like 2.3 looks correct. Anyway, yeah, this is the ship. And then we'll do these on switch lock. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be decent enough. So let's fly this over here so we can get a picture of it. Oh, I need to name it. Mini miner. Mini miner faction. Faction mini miner, FMM. -1, because it is the first generation. Cool. There we go. There we go, gamers. Alright, so I think that's what I'm going to say is a little minor. It's very ugly. Super ugly. This, not any better at all. Not at all. But it'll be decent enough for us to, let's see, what'd you say? Now check its size to make it under 2 blocks for sure. Yeah, it's the height of 1 battery. It's literally less than a single block. And then width, it's less than 2 blocks. It can fit in a 1x2. You could probably squeeze it under 4 blocks. 1x2x4. Large grid. 1x2x4 large grid. And this will be our little starter. See, the good thing about the miner ship, though, is that we can kind of just attach it to anything. You know? Kind of just attach it to anything since it's so small. It's nice. It's nice. You know, I could probably get rid of the, change the cockpit out for, do like the flush cockpit and the industrial cockpit. The industrial cockpit is taller, so no. Flush cockpit has the same mounts in the back. I do like the way the flush cockpit looks. Yeah, I like the way the flush cockpit looks more. And we'll give this the same, like, blue tint as well. Oh yeah, I think it looks a little cooler. There we go. Cool. So we've got a mining vessel, and we have the main little carrier for right now, at least until, you know, we expand. Cool, gamers. Only took me an hour and 45 to design both. Man, is this thing ugly. It is ugly, but it's a mobile base. It does everything that we're going to need it to. So I think that's acceptable. I think it's plenty acceptable. Plenty acceptable. Alright, gamers. I'm gonna cut the stream here. Next time I stream under the F designation, we should be on a multiplayer server. So if you're in Discord, I'll see you in Discord in just a moment. So be safe, have fun, go do something you enjoy doing, and be safe while you do it. I will catch you next time, fellas.